Baba Vanga, the blind seer whose prophecies have intrigued historians and skeptics alike, foresaw an earth-shaking transformation in 2025, predicting that 3 nations would rise to newfound power while 3 others would collapse into obscurity, leaving us to wonder if we are already witnessing the pieces of this grand puzzle falling into place. As history has repeatedly shown us that great empires ascend and descend like waves crashing against the shore, we are left to contemplate whether Baba Vanga's words are merely speculation or a glimpse into an inevitable shift in global power dynamics. With a reputation for astonishingly accurate predictions, Baba Vanga has fascinated the world for decades by foreseeing major historical events such as the fall of the Soviet Union and the tragic attacks of September 11th, raising the question of whether her insights were divinely inspired or the result of an extraordinary ability to observe and interpret the hidden patterns of human nature and world affairs. As we stand at the precipice of 2025, a year she identified as pivotal, her prophecies take on an urgent significance, particularly in a time of relentless technological advancements, climate crises pushing the limits of our planet, and shifting political landscapes that create new alliances while old powers struggle to maintain their influence. Rather than serving as an immutable roadmap for the future, Baba Vanga's words act as a reflective mirror, revealing possibilities that challenge us to consider whether her visions were intended as a warning or as a call to awareness, urging humanity to take responsibility for shaping its own destiny. If history has taught us anything, it is that while predictions may hint at what is to come, it is ultimately our actions that determine the outcome, and thus, the mysteries of 2025 should not be viewed as mere prophecy, but as an opportunity to prepare, adapt, and make decisions that lead toward prosperity and peace. Baba Vanga's vision suggests that certain nations are poised to rise, and among them is Turkey, a country that has historically been a crucial bridge between civilizations due to its strategic geographic location at the intersection of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, making it an essential player in trade, politics, and military strategy. The Bosporus Strait, a narrow yet immensely significant waterway, carries nearly 10% of the world's trade, reinforcing Turkey's role as a gatekeeper of global commerce, while its increasing investments in defense technology, diplomatic mediation efforts, and military expansion indicate that the nation is not merely adapting to global changes, but actively positioning itself as a dominant force on the world stage. With its ambitious energy projects, growing influence in international organizations, and a rapidly evolving economy, Turkey's ascent aligns with the broader global shifts that Baba Vanga may have foreseen, suggesting that it could soon wield considerable geopolitical and economic power if it successfully navigates the challenges of internal divisions, economic pressures, and regional conflicts. Similarly, India, another nation predicted to rise, has been making remarkable progress in multiple domains, including technology, space exploration, artificial intelligence, and sustainable energy, with economic projections indicating that it will surpass Germany and Japan to become the world's 3rd largest economy by 2025. With its Chandrayaan missions placing it among the elite few nations capable of lunar exploration and its advancements in AI, renewable energy, and defense technology, India is rapidly emerging as a formidable force that not only embodies economic and technological power, but also exerts a growing cultural and philosophical influence worldwide. The increasing global embrace of Indian traditions such as yoga, meditation, and Ayurveda suggests that Baba Vanga's vision of India's rise was not solely about political dominance, but about the country reshaping global consciousness through a fusion of spiritual wisdom and technological progress. Brazil, another nation Baba Vanga foresaw rising to prominence, is undergoing a profound transformation, evolving from a country historically plagued by economic instability, political turmoil, and environmental degradation into a potential global leader in sustainability and renewable energy. With its vast forests, mighty rivers, and abundant sunshine, Brazil has a unique opportunity to harness its natural resources responsibly and become a beacon of sustainability in a world increasingly turning toward green solutions, as demonstrated by its ambitious investments in hydroelectric, solar, and wind energy. If Brazil successfully protects and nurtures the Amazon, often referred to as the lungs of the earth, and maintains a balance between economic growth and environmental preservation, it may emerge not only as an economic powerhouse, but as a global symbol of environmental stewardship, proving that prosperity and sustainability can coexist. However, true transformation is never without challenges, and Brazil must overcome corruption, economic disparities, and ongoing deforestation in order to fulfill its potential as a guiding force in the global movement toward climate action and responsible governance. Just as Baba Vanga predicted the rise of new global powers, she also foresaw the decline of others, with the United States standing at a critical crossroads where internal division, economic instability, and leadership struggles could significantly weaken its global standing. History has shown that great nations rarely fall due to external threats alone, but are often brought down by internal fractures, and the United States appears to be experiencing increasing political polarization, social unrest, and financial uncertainty that could lead to a period of turmoil unlike any it has faced before. With mounting national debt, rising inflation, and a growing wealth gap, the economic strain is fueling dissatisfaction that could manifest in widespread protests, labor strikes, and potentially more extreme forms of civil discord, echoing past moments of crisis that have reshaped the nation's political and social fabric. The lessons of history, from the fall of the Roman Empire to the collapse of the Soviet Union, suggest that no empire is immune to decline, and unless the United States can bridge its ideological divides and address its economic vulnerabilities, Baba Vanga's prophecy may prove to be an ominous warning of its waning dominance. Similarly, Russia finds itself in a precarious position, facing potential internal betrayals, leadership conflicts, and financial struggles that could lead to widespread instability, as suggested by the increasing visibility of cracks within the nation's political and economic structures. With Western sanctions continuing to isolate Russia from global trade and weaken its financial stability, the prospect of a significant economic downturn becomes more likely, raising concerns that Baba Vanga's prediction of a major Russian collapse could materialize in the form of a government overhaul or financial crisis with far-reaching consequences. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom, another country believed to be on the decline according to Baba Vanga's prophecy, is facing deep political and economic uncertainties in the aftermath of Brexit, with growing internal divisions threatening the unity of its four nations. Scotland's increasing push for independence, renewed discussions of autonomy in Wales, and ongoing tensions in Northern Ireland all point to a potential unraveling of the United Kingdom as it struggles to navigate economic instability, inflation, and trade disruptions that have left the nation vulnerable to further fragmentation. History has repeatedly demonstrated that empires, no matter how powerful, are not immune to decline when internal strife weakens their foundations, and the question now is whether the UK can adapt to its new reality or whether it is on the verge of a historic breakup that would reshape its global influence. Baba Vanga's prophecies, whether viewed as mystical insights or reflections of historical patterns, serve as a reminder that change is inevitable, and while prophecy may hint at future events, it is human wisdom, action, and adaptability that ultimately determine the outcome. The rise and fall of nations, economies, and global power structures are never permanent, and the key to navigating this uncertainty lies in resilience, strategic leadership, and a commitment to long-term sustainability rather than short-term gains. As individuals, communities, and nations, we must recognize that while the future is uncertain, it is shaped by the choices we make today, whether in governance, economic investment, or social unity. Rather than fearing change, we must embrace it with foresight and intentional action, ensuring that we are prepared to build a future defined not by division and decline, but by progress, stability, and a shared commitment to a better world.